I invested my money, pause, in learning to make more money. So the money that you make and spend now counts 80x. The number one is you have to increase your income. So a lot of people think about this in terms of savings. I think it's much more powerful to think about it in terms of income. Because like if you're not making a lot right now, there's not a lot of room between zero and you. There's an infinite amount above that. Let me put this in real world terms. Even if you don't think that extra $1,000 a month from flipping stuff online or making content and just getting some AdSense revenue or promoting school, an online platform to help people start communities and getting commissions from that, it won't matter. Right? If you don't do anything with it, right? If you invest that extra $1,000 a month in that same equation, you get $10 million by the time you retire. This is gonna be juicy. $1,000 today, if you're 18 years old, is $80,000 in 50 years. So the money that you make and spend now counts 80x. Every $1 you save today is worth $13 when you retire. So for me, this makes making that extra $200 for a gig where you do a DJ thing, right? Or helping your buddy move or whatever, is actually a $2,600 investment. And it makes it far more worth it for me, or at least when I was thinking through my saving stuff when I was starting out. Number two, and it kind of naturally leads to is you got to stop spending so much money. Now, on the other hand, right, if you think a $500 a month car payment, that's a lease. That 3-year lease is 18 grand. That 18 grand in today's dollars, when you retire, is $234,000. Wild. 50 years, obviously. And that's just one lease. So even if you make less, it doesn't mean less when you're young. And this is the point that I think really discourages a lot of younger people is they're like, I'm not making as much money as I want. I wish I could make more, blah, blah, blah. They want to flex the small amount of money that they've got because first off, never flex when you're young because everybody who's older has way more money. The third is try and make it and save it faster, right? Because the money you make now versus the money you make when you're 10 years older hits harder. So there's obviously a time value to money. So 3 quick strategies. 1, set a watermark, invest the rest. So it's like, I need to have $5,000 in my bank account. Everything above $5,000, I invest, period. Or an alternative way of doing it is saying, I have to invest $2,000 every month no matter what, and I got to make it happen, and then I'll live on the rest. I will tell you that the richest people I know think in terms of the second way more than the first way, all right? Which is like, I'm going to go make that money to get that thing or to make that investment rather than I'm going to take it out when I got. Just something that I've noticed. Now, I said I had 3 strategies. I gave you 2 of them. I said invest the rest, right? Or invest first and then live on the rest. Either way works. Invest first and spend the rest, or invest the same amount every single month and then increase it over time. All 3 of those are fine. I made my living expenses as small as humanly possible. All right. I invested my money, pause, in learning to make more money. You want to increase your income, right? But how do you really do that? Because when you factor in that it's one of the only things strong enough to break this cycle is that you just have to make more. So think about it. Like if you spend $2,000 having someone help you learn how to sell, ideally a place with some sort of placement assistance,